Kilo Delta 9, Oscar Golf Bravo. That's Oscar Germany Bravo, QSO.
Oscar Golf Bravo, Roger, Roger. What's the name?
Oscar Golf Bravo, Roger, Roger. What's the name?
Name here is Scott, Sierra Charlie, Oscar Tango Tango. Home QTH is Marion, Indiana.
Roger, Marion, Indiana. Roger. We're just across the Ohio River from Louisville, Kentucky, on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville. Roger.
Kentucky, on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville. Roger.
Roger, Roger, Roger. I'm running an DX-10 here, and it's relatively new to me, QSO.
Yes, sir. You seem like you might be a little hot into your ALC, so if you would, and if you're interested in getting a nice little setup, it starts with engaging your compressor at a 3. It's a token amount, something you'll never really hear operating on the air, but it does what we need it to do. So our setup procedure starts with the engaging of the compressor at a 3. Roger?
Starts with the engaging of the compressor at a 3. Roger.
Come back on the compression level, please.
Number 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 level on the compressor. Roger.
3. 1, 2, 3. 3 level on the compressor. Roger.
Roger, Roger. I'm reducing it a little bit. This is KD9OGB. How's that?
Yes, sir. Well, let's proceed on here. Following that, we go to your ALC with mic gain in hand, and as you speak fairly rapidly, 100, 200, 300, or words to that effect, we want you to adjust the mic gain until your ALC meter is reading mid-scale to 2/3. Mid-scale to 2/3 on the ALC meter by way of mic gain manipulation.
2/3 on the ALC meter by way of mic gain manipulation.
Roger, Roger, adjusting it now. I'm about, this is KD9OGB, and I am about 2/3 now, 2/3, Roger.
Yes, sir. Now you're at about 3 dB dynamic range. Before, you were really hot going into your ALC, and you had about a dB dynamic range, so your words were really blurry. And the whole idea of our setup is that it's loud, but it's crystal clear. There's no up against the wall sound, but it is as loud as you can be before the words start to bend. Roger?
As loud as you can be before the words start to bend. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Got that set. How's the overall quality of this? Is it a little bassy?
No, it's actually pretty much full upper mids. But what do you have for an equalizer? Is it 3-band, 10, 8-band, or what?
Do you have for an equalizer? Is it 3-band, 10, 8-band, or what?
Bear with me. I have to get to it.
I pray for simplicity every day, so hopefully it's a 2-band or a 3-band, but we'll tackle it whatever it is.
It's a 2-band or a 3-band, but we'll tackle it whatever it is.
The EQ1 at 200 hertz is set to level 7. EQ2 is 1300 and it's level 6. And the high ends are set at max at 10.
Okay, so you have a 3-band EQ. So what I want you to do is set that mid-band EQ at flat, and cut nor boost, flat on your mid-range EQ. Roger?
Cut nor boost, flat on your mid-range EQ. Roger?
Roger that. Currently at 1300. I should reduce that?
To the level of it. Don't worry about the frequency of it. Just you want to take the attenuation or boost to 0, where it's in the middle there, neither cut nor boost. Roger?
0, where it's in the middle there, neither cut nor boost. Roger?
Roger that. It is now set to 0.
Yes, sir. Okay, now what I would like for you to do is give me about 30 seconds or so. Tell me about your antenna system. Roger?
30 seconds or so. Tell me about your antenna system. Roger?
Yeah, roger that, roger that. Currently, like I said, running this DX-10, and I'm on a MSJ doublet that I just put up a couple weeks ago. It's about, the peak is about 20 feet. I need to get a little bit higher, but that's what I've got at this point. Relatively new ham. I'm coming up on my, actually I just had my 2-year anniversary, so I've only had my license for 2 years, QSO.
Ah, roger that, roger that. Okay, now on your treble EQ, I want you to raise that by 3 clicks. Treble EQ boost by 3 clicks, roger?
Clicks. Treble EQ boost by 3 clicks, roger.
Roger that. They have been increased by 3 clicks, QSL. How's this sounding now?
Okay, and you have a fixed EQ on those, that 3-band, right? It's not a parametric?
I have a fixed EQ on those, that 3-band, right? It's not a parametric?
Correct. I've got EQ1, EQ2, and EQ3.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's go to the bottom side now and advance your bass by 2 clicks from where you are. 2 clicks bass boost from where you are.
Where you are. 2 clicks bass boost from where you are.
Okay, I've reduced actually all 3 EQs for the bass down 2 clicks. I've put it down 2 clicks, Roger.
There's only one control for the bass, isn't there?
There's only one control for the bass, isn't there?
Negative on the transmit audio. I've got the frequency range for the bass is in all 3 bands. I think one is with the EQ on and the other 2 are not, but I've reduced all 3 of those by 2 clicks.
I was suggesting that you boost by 2 clicks. That's what I said. Bass boost, 2 clicks from where you are, and you know, we want the attenuate push control, not the curve or the width or the frequency selection of the device. We're just looking for the boost or cut, and we want to boost 2 clicks on your bass from where you are.
The boost 2 clicks on your bass from where you are.
Yeah, I'm looking at my transmit audio trying to find just the bass. Hang on, bear with me just a moment.
That would be an SSB transmit.
That would be an SSB transmit.
Okay, Roger, I found the bass gain and have increased it by 2 clicks.
Okay, 2 more clicks. Boost 2 more in addition to the last 2.
More clicks. Boost 2 more in addition to the last 2.
Roger that. They have been made. How's that sounding now, QSL?
Let's just play with it here for a moment. I'm not hearing much of a bass increase. Go for 2 more. I'm looking at your audio, listening to your audio. Go for 2 more bass boosts from where you are.
Audio, listening to your audio. Go for 2 more bass boosts from where you are.
I just did it 2 more. I may be in the wrong spot. Let me dig around a little bit more here. Go back. Whoops. Back. EQ on processor level. AMC level. CW pitch. Either in the radio settings or but that's the AF gain, so that would be incoming. That's all incoming. Go back to operation settings. I got transmit audio and transmit general. Under the transmit general, I don't see anything for bass control. And then the transmit audio is basically the EQs, QSO.
Yes, sir. That's what we're talking about, equalization. And I'm not familiar with radio. That's why I ask you if if it was a 3-band EQ or just exactly what you had, whether it was a parametric or not. These things make a difference. So I'm assuming that you're not had that radio too long, Roger.
I'm assuming that you're not had that radio too long, Roger.
Yeah, I've only had it a couple months, but it does have the 3 parametric EQ areas.
Yes, sir. Well, what we're talking about is not worried about the parametric settings at the moment. We're just going to take them as they were and just increase the ability to boost or cut, not the frequency range, or the curve of the EQ itself. We're just going to take all that. We're just going to do a cut or boost on the bass EQ. So if you can figure out the one part that does the bass boost or cut, that's the one we're looking at, Roger?
Boost or cut, that's the one we're looking at, Roger?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm just not, I'm not quite sure where to find it right now, Jim. I'm really not, and I don't want to waste a lot of your airtime when you could be helping somebody else too. But I think from what you're saying, I just need to boost the bass a little bit. But overall, my audio settings are better than they were, Roger.
Yes, sir, exactly. And, where you are, I wouldn't kick that out of bed. I mean, you're nice, you're very intelligible. That's the whole part about communications, is to have an intelligible signal that is being received. So you have that, but you could be just a little fuller in your EQ pattern. So let me just say it this way. When you find out how to adjust your bass intensity or roll, I want you to boost your bass 2 clicks from where it is. So, that'll make you just a little bit fuller on the bottom end. Roger?
That'll make you just a little bit fuller on the bottom end. Roger?
Roger. I appreciate your help. I will do some digging into that and figure out where that is and get her done. I appreciate your help, sir. I've been subscribed to your channel for a while, and it's an honor to finally speak to you. This is KD9OGB.
Roger, Scott. Well, we'll prevail. That's the whole thing about situations that you may not understand at the moment. It's perseverance, and that's what it will take sometimes to achieve certain goals. And so I'm sure that you'll sit down with that book and get a little more informed about equalization. That's one of the aspects of your transmitter that is important, because if you stop to consider, if your whole top end was missing and your whole bottom end was boosted, it would be like Mr. Bassman, like some of those rap concerts where all you hear is the bass. You don't hear anything else but the bass, and the bass is terribly distorted. Well, that's the opposite of what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get a very linear curve on your audio, so you have a nice mid-range, you have a nice top, and you have a nice bottom. So if you get a chance, check back with us next Friday, and maybe we'll make those corrections. Or if you want to go ahead and make those corrections, just drop by and let me give a listen to you, Roger.
Make those corrections. Just drop by and let me give a listen to you, Roger.
Roger. I appreciate it, and I'll try to catch you back next Friday. For now, I'll say 73s. I'm sure there's some other people waiting. God bless, and we'll catch you on the log. KC9VKV, this is KD9OGB.
Roger, Scott, 73, sir. You have a great afternoon and a beautiful weekend. And again, if you want to hear your recording, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by today's date, which is 12. I'm sorry, that's the other way. I'm trying to do it a different way now. So if you go to YouTube, do a call it a search KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that will take you directly to this recording. This will be cut number 1 in a series of 1900. Regardless of what YouTube says, this will be cut number 1, and we'll have it uploaded to YouTube by tomorrow at noon. This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.